I started my career as a history professor. And as you might imagine, given my politics and my faith, I was a bit out of step, shall we say, with all of my other colleagues at a large public university in the United States. But that was 25 years ago. Today, I no doubt wouldn't even be granted a doctoral degree just because of my politics and faith. No doubt I wouldn't even be able to get an interview. I mean, this is the story of many political conservatives, even those of us who are obviously so charming as I am. But the real genesis of this, the origins of this, go back to the academy in the 1960s, when slowly but surely, more and more would-be professors, more and more students were treated differently forget if they were conservative, if they were just questioning liberals, questioning progressives. And we've gotten to the point now where what that has done is rob us of the ability to have civil disagreement. And as we like to say at Heritage, where we welcome all voices at public events, in spite of our very clear positions on things, civil discourse does not mean that there's unanimity of opinion.
No,
obviously, by definition, it's quite the opposite, that all of us are so confident, but also so charitable in how we go about our disagreements with others, that we can walk away and still be friends. And I think that's a really good yardstick to use. Ultimately, I think that's going to be one of the great measures of success in Western democracies and republics over the next generation, is the restoration of free speech.
I agree with that. And robust is fine. Personal denigration and scorn are not.
Well said.
And that's the key distinction that needs to be understood. Well, I come out of a system where the debates in the House could be unbelievably robust. And every so often people would say, we've got to reform the way the Parliament operates. And I always wanted to draw this distinction. It doesn't matter if the debate's robust, it's when it becomes personal and derogatory of others on matters other than substance.
That's right.
The whole thing breaks down. The genius of Western culture has been learning to live with one another's deepest differences. It's called freedom of conscience and freedom to act in accordance with your conscience and your beliefs.
It's important to debate ideas.
Yep.
And not get into personal attacks. It's a very difficult mantra to live by, which we do at Heritage, because it means you take a lot of slings and arrows. You know this because of your political and policy career. And you take slings and arrows that are really not just unfounded, they probably have some bad intentions behind them. And yet, if we're going to play our part in revitalizing civil discourse, we also have to be witnesses to what great civil discourse looks like. I would encourage people in the audience who know this, if they're followers of your show, there are no doubt adherents to this because of your own personification of this. Lean into that. This is the moment to be encouraging that kind of behavior. And what I have found, based on our recent election in the United States, is that people in the political center really respect that. And once they vote with our side, so to speak, you get the opportunity to be in conversations about things you agree on, things you disagree on. But you're at least in conversation rather than yelling at one another.